Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. In our last class we saw how to design the product registration form. Let's go to the database. I am going to create the database. Okay, in this class I am going to create a database. So go to open the SQL server, select the database, right click new database. Here I am going to create the database as supermarket. Hit OK button. We have to wait until the table created. Table has been created successfully. Select the table and click plus sign to expand the table. Select the table folder, right click new. First table I am going to create as products table. So products table consists of these are the columns. So ID, P name means product name. So you have to write P ID. Here you have to type here as int. Second one should be the ID product name. So this one should be the int. This product name key name. I just simply write as product name. This ID should be primary key. Set primary key. Product name should be the varchar. Select as varchar. After that, price and discount. Price is this is int. Discount is a int. You have type as int. Right, that's it. Okay. Select this ID column. I have to do the another thing here as identity specification. Yes, increment by 1. You have to select this respective listings. This is very important stuff. Hit. You have to ask the table name products. Press it. I am going to go to create another table. Select the table, new table. This time sales table. I need a sales table. ID, product ID. ID int. Yeah, you have to auto increment that. You have to enable the auto increment. Identity specification is yes. PID means this is a foreign key. The product table, the primary key here, the same primary key available in another table as a sales table is called as foreign key. Okay, this is also int. Here you have to set as price and discount. Hit this one should be sales. That's it. Now if you refresh it, you can see the two different tables, product table as well as a sales table. Successfully you have created. Okay. Now let's back to the form. This is a form. Okay. Now let me see how to save the record into the database. So we name all the names successfully. We change the name of each text boxes. Now let me see how to save the data record. So double click the save button. Now I am going to what is the value I enter on this text box? I equal into the relevant variables. Okay, text b name, price, discount. So you have to write txt product name string product name equal txt p name here dot text. Control C to copy, Control V to paste below these things. So price, takes a price. We are not going to do any calculation part here, so that we have all the stuff we have put into the string variable. Okay, if you want, you can put it as an integer, no problem. If you are doing the calculation part, you have to put the integer. Here I am not going to do any calculation part, so that all the stuff I am going to put it as a string. So if you have put it as an integer these things, you have to convert it as a int dot pass. Okay, so very simple. So I am only insert the record into the database, only the stuff I am going to do here with this time. So what I am going to do here is, I am going to insert code. just I have to copy this one instead of writing again by again. Okay, right, SQL, right. First what I'm going to have to implement the SQL class using system dot data dot SQL client. Okay, this is the class which reside on all the SQL classes. After that we have to implement the. Now I am going to go to establish the database connection. So go to this is the database connection. So copy this one, you have to put it over here. So we have to do the stuff here is right. Password 123. This is the user credential of SQL. When I install my SQL Server 2012, default username is I have changed my username as SA, password as 123. Okay, while you install your SQL Server, you will be able to give the username and password. What is the username and password you are given? You have to put it here. My one is SA, password 123. That's it. You don't need to search the machine name. If you want, you can put it here. No problem. I have just put it dot. Dot means it's a local machine. It will be automatically take as a local machine. Okay, that's very simple stuff, right? Okay. If you have any problem with this, you simply go to the SQL connection here. This one the server name. You just copy and paste it. Otherwise, you have put dot. It get it. No problem, right? Okay. Now what I'm going to do is here SQL. You have to create a variable above string SQL. That's it. Right. Now the problem is over. Right. This is a name. Okay. First the P name, price, discount. Okay. We have to specify the rows over here. What is the rows here? First one should be the PID. This I need the product information. Products. I am going to insert the record instead of products first. Product registration stuff. Product name. The same thing you have to put it here. Product name, price, discount. The same here. What is the table you are going to insert the record? The price. This one. Same thing. Price. Control C to copy. Control V to paste here. The same thing, you just Control C to copy, Control V to paste over here. Here you have to make it as a parameters. This is the efficient way to insert the record into the database. Okay, you want to make it as a parameter, look like this. Okay, right. So the parameters you are passing here to insert the record into the database. Okay, message dot show record added. If the all are set it here. First one what I am going to do is here this is the what is the value you type on this text box. I assigned to these variables. After that you have to, I have created the variable SQL equal. You have to write the query, insert into which table you are going to insert the record. Products table I am going to insert the record. Okay, this is a table which I am going to insert the record into this table, products table. Product data consists of these columns. This column we have a what's the column? You have to specify the column. The same column you just copy and paste and here set as a parameters. Or open the connection of cmd new SQL command. Here we have to write SQL connection. You have to check SQL connection and connection. Both are succeed. The database name we have given as supermarket. Right. This is a database. Okay, this is a database name, supermarket. Right. Right. So here we have to this variables. This variable you have set it as a parameters. This one set it as this one. P name, price, discount. You have set it here. After that, if all are success, message box show record error successfully. You have to Control C copy, Control V paste here, execute non-query. So call this one, record insert into the database. CMD execute non-query. You have to, after that I am going to clear the text fields. Control C to copy this one. So here, all are clear. It's focused on the P name text field. That's it. That's the stuff you have to do here. Right? Now let's check whether it's working fine or not. Right. Product name I am going to enter as LG TV. Price I am going to enter as 12,000. Discount 10% discount. Click save button. Record added. Okay, it's working perfectly well. I'm going to here you have to another one is Sony mobile. Price 8,000. Discount 5%. Hit save button. What is the problem here? The connection not closed. Okay, the problem is here you have to, once you open the connection you have to close it. That's the problem. Okay, again you have to open the things, Control C to copy, you have to paste it over. That's the problem. Connection close. Open the connection, you must close the connection. That's why it's take problem with okay. Right, this connection you have to close it here. Right, now what I'm going to say, mobile LG, price 8,000, discount 5%. Hit save button. It's working. Again I am going to enter in the record fan 12.1 model. Okay, price 5,000, no discount. Discount amount 0. Hit save button. It's working perfectly well. Now it's working perfectly well. I hope you guys understood the things well. In my next video I'm going to teach you the search part, how to update the record. Okay, I hope you understand all the stuff. Thank you for watching. If you have any doubt, you let me know that. Thank you for watching.